Hello, everyone. I'm Esperanza Walsh, and this is Art from the Heart at St. Augustine's Church. And today's subject is Rosa Parks, and this session is another tribute to Black History Month. So we will do a different version of Rosa Parks today, and I got this idea from a YouTube video I saw. This is from this post, Spakey or Spacky Toy Art. And this was posted last year, but I think they did a very good art piece, making it very palatable to young people, especially those very young ones, 6, 7 years old, or even younger. And I think it's quite cute. So we will do this, but before we do this type of art, I would like to share with you uh, Rosa Parks, how she actually looks. So I have looked it up, and this is the image I got. So this is Rosa Parks. So similar to the image that we have here. Okay, Rosa Parks here in this image has glasses. She has this lovely hat, and she's wearing this coat. It looks like an oversized coat, but she's very feminine in her um clothes, and she seems to be very feminine in her demeanor. And we will try to integrate that into the art we're doing. Okay, so let me stop sharing and let's go and do a similar art piece to this one. And by similar, I mean that we are going to draw the character. We are going to draw this man here, which in his uniform of blue looks like a bus conductor or someone from the train. So um, it's a oh, and he's also bigger than Rosa. That means he's closer to the viewer, as you can see. He's here, and Rosa is a bit here. And then we're going to draw the seats, and this is the inside of the bus. So previously, we did do an art similar to that. And in our version, we changed the color of the walls of the bus. Yes, because we were inspired by the London buses, which were red. So that's a bit taking our artistic freedom. But of course, we have retained the Rose's um, attributes like her glasses, her hat, her jacket. She's wearing a skirt. She has a bag. So all those qualities that describes Rosa Parks, we still retain that. Similar to the original art piece, which is this one. And the first thing we're going to do for this art piece is to sketch the drawing. So let's start on that. Okay, so I will sketch the drawing here. I've already made a sketch of this previously. Um, Later on, I will show you. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to sketch her face, okay? So, so it's like just round. Well, and then I'm gonna create a chin. So there's a chin, okay? And then I'm going to remove this unnecessary line that I drew by mistake. Okay, and then I'm going to draw her ears. So her ears. Oops. Okay, it might be easier if we draw a guideline. So I am drawing a guideline dividing the head into half. This is now actually a bit smaller than the top, but relatively still close to each other. So the size close to each other, so it's okay. But if we go too much, like for example, if the line is over here, like so, here, that would be a bit too much. Or if the line is, let's say, over here. So it's still relatively in the middle, so we can still get what we want. So the next thing is I'm going to draw her ears. So like so. And then her eyes. So just round. And then I am going to make like a crescent shape inside, lighter crescent shape. So let me do that. Okay, fantastic. Oh wait, they're not the same size, so I have to make sure that I make them the same size. Otherwise, she's not gonna look that good. And then here, her mouth. I'm not gonna draw her nose because we're trying to make the presentation, our version, really cute rather than realistic. Now I can remove this line. So now, since she already has eyes, I can now put her glasses. So I will draw her glasses. So line here on top, line here on top, and then here, curved line on the side, curved line on the side, but not too curved, okay? But here at the bottom, a little bit more curved than the lines on the top or on the side. And then here, they're connected, the lenses are connected. And then here, it goes behind her ears. And then we have this bit of her face finished. The next thing is the hat. So instead of having this axis as the center of the hat, we tilt it a little bit. So if the center is here, if I draw a curved line, it would be like this rather than uh, this direction. So here's the center of symmetry for this hat. Okay, I'm just going to erase the guidelines here on top, just a little part of it. Okay, I'm going to draw the curved line again. And then I am going to draw a parallel curved line to that. Okay, I'm just going to make this hat a little bit bigger, more prominent. Like so. And then here, I'm now going to draw her hair. So this is her fringe. Really very solid in this drawing. And that is because it's a cartoon. Okay. And then more hair here behind the ears. Yeah. And that's Rosa's face done. Now for the body. For the body, I'm going to draw just two lines. And another line slightly off center at the middle. And then connect this with a curved line. Then I'm going to draw three buttons here. Okay, that's three circles. And then her color. I won't put a corner on her color. It's going to be one of those rounded colors. Like so. Make it more feminine. And here from this corner, I'm going to draw the sleeve. Same here on the other side. And coming out of the sleeve, her hands. One, two hands. And now her skirt. So her skirt are just lines, okay, that follow the direction of these two lines here, but narrower. And then I'm going to make this bit wavy. So that will be the hem of her skirt. And here, show part of her leg. And then her shoes. Okay. Yeah, it looks like a jelly bean. I think it's cute. Okay. Ah, perfect. Okay. Now the next thing I'm gonna do would be the seat. So to draw the seat, it's just a straight line here, passing through the edge of the jacket. Okay, we just draw a straight line. And then a parallel line to that passing through the base of her head. And then slanted line. Now I will be erasing this bit here. Okay, that will just confuse me if I don't erase it. And it's cleaner after I erase it. So now just make this three-dimensional. So again, parallel line here. And then a leg for the seat. And then the backrest. So here, I continue. And now these are some rails at the back. So there's a rail here. Sure, these are the metal rails we hold on to when we are in the bus. And then I am going to draw another metal rail here. Okay. And from the metal rail, I will draw the backrest. Okay. So like so. I think I need to erase that a little bit just to make sure the proportions are correct, because the viewer has to be able to identify that this part and this part are part of the same backrest. Okay, so now I have that bit. Now I'm going to draw the man standing there. Okay, and I want him to have a slightly big tummy, like so. So it's just curve, then a horizontal line, and then here a straight line below. And then here I'm going to draw his hand, which is in the shape of a mitten, and then the sleeves, and this is the man standing there. Now to connect them, okay, I'm going to draw the floor. First, a line parallel to this side of the paper and this side, and then a slanted line following the slant here of the chair. So same slant, and then a horizontal line. Okay, this is the floor. And we are now ready to paint. Let me just go back to this drawing a little bit because I think I've forgotten something. If you're able to identify it, then very good. Yes, I have forgotten the bag. So there's actually a bag here. That she has with her. Okay, so now we're ready. I have prepared a sketch previously along with the one we did in class. Okay, let me remove this. So this is the one we did in class. I am just going to follow the colors that I've used here. And I am going to paint it the way that we have painted it in class. Okay. So for this one, oh yes, there's a line here in the paper. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's part of my paper. So we will just cover that with paint. So now I will just paint Rosa Parks first. And I will paint her with burnt sienna. Okay. So this is more of like a dark tan color. Okay. So I start with her face, which is the biggest part. And I paint her ears with burnt sienna as well. And I have to make sure I'm happy with the color. And the reason is it is more difficult later on to adjust this color if I want to make it darker or lighter. So now is the time that I should be working on what color I want for the skin. Okay, so I painted her face. Now I'm going to paint her hands of the same color. Again, this is burnt sienna. I don't want it to be too dark because I want to see the details. And again, this is just a representation. Her skin could be more of an olive base or more pinkish. but this one is a little bit more yellowish. And again, this is just my interpretation since we are doing a cartoon. It's not a must to have the actual skin tone, skin color. It is good, but it's not a must. However, if we're doing something like a more realistic painting, having the skin tone, well, actually, the value of the skin tone uh, would be a must so that it can properly depict who it is we are showing, whose image it is we are showing. Okay, and while we're letting this area dry, I will paint the blue area, and I will paint it with water first to make it easy for me to spread the blue paint, and also to make it more appear more even. So the blue area is everything else except for this hand, that looks like mittens. So blue area. Okay, so I'm just going to paint around the mittens and just let the rest spread into the water. Fantastic. So now we have the blue area ready. And now we will work in other areas that would prevent any of the colors bleeding in. Okay, so I will start with the railings in this stand. I will paint it with gray. So that means really light gray. So I'm diluting black with water. Okay, so we paint the gray areas. Now I'm going to paint her top with dark green. I'm going to paint around the buttons because I want to keep them white. Okay. So again, I'm just gonna paint her top dark green. I'm gonna turn it around just to make it easier for me to paint the side. There we go. Okay. And then I'm also going to paint her hat to match her top. So it would be the same color for the hat and her top. There we go. And then I'm going to paint her shoes with burnt umber or dark brown. So let me just get a bit of that dark brown. So let me start with her bag. And then her shoes. Yes, one of the kids asked me if she can draw high heels. I said no, sorry about that. But I just want it to be really cute. But if they are able to draw cute high heel, I don't mind. But I am not sure if Rosa Parks wear high heels, so I really cannot comment. Okay. Next thing, I need to paint the hand. And to paint the hand, I'm going to use a very dilute burnt umber. So I'm just going to rinse my brush. Yes, look at that. So burnt umber being painted there, very dilute from my rinsed brush. And if there's excess paint, I'm still going to lift it. Oh, wow, that's fantastic. Okay, now I'm going to paint some of these areas black. So I am going to paint her eyes. Okay, so that's her eyes. Now I'm gonna paint her hair. Okay, so this is her fringe. Just turn it around a little bit. Yes, the art piece is starting to have some shape. I think it's the hair. Okay. And now the rest of the hair, which is here and behind the ears. So let me make it a little bit bigger. Maybe even up to here. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, and then on the other side, here we go. Again, oh, that's better. Okay, I think that looks good. And now we will start painting the seats. Yeah, for the seats, I will just use any color. Um, and that is because it's not the main subject. So I'm not really that concerned. It can be any seat, it's very generic. So I will start here, which is easier for me to reach. And then this bit, because that's still part of the same chair. And this as well. So this whole set has to have the same color and same value of color. And then next I will do this bit. Similar concept, same color as this, same value. And then next would be this one. This is the seat itself of the chair, of the seat behind her. Okay, now I'm painting her backrest. Okay, I need to turn it around so I can paint the seat itself. I'm painting the seat itself around her arms, in between this area, inside this loop with her bag on top. I need to turn it around again. Feel free to turn your artwork around, whichever is more convenient for you to achieve the necessary painting. And here I'm painting this bit now. Okay. And then again, I'm turning it around again. Perfect. Okay. So we've now painted the seats. So now I am going to paint this and this. Let me start with this area. In this area, I would like to paint red. Okay. I'm just going to paint it with water first. Okay. So we've now painted that part of the bus. Now we will paint the floor. Okay, and the floor I want to be dark gray. So I am going to paint this with water first, just to give it that flat wash. It makes it easier to spread the paint, and it would appear, the color would appear more even. So this bit here would be covered in gray as well. Okay, so now I just have to mix some black paint with water, and that's much better. It's gray, but not too light, not too dark. Perfect. And this area has to be gray as well. There we go. Okay. Okay, around. Okay, so now I'm painting this area here. We haven't painted the skirt yet. That would be light green after this. Okay, I'm just gonna lift that. Yeah, I'm just trying to avoid any puddles so that it can all dry evenly. And then once it's dry, we can paint the outline. Okay, now light green for the skirt. To turn it around again, sorry about that. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay, now we just have to paint the outline. Okay, wonderful. So now I just have to have that black outline. And of course, I will start with the dry areas like this hand that looks like mittens, like oven mitts. And then this jacket. Okay. Let me extend this a bit like so. And then this area here, which is also dry. And that area, which is not so dry. But that's all right. We will continue with these areas which are already dry. I will start here where I have the handrails. Okay, and now we're now working towards this area, slightly wetter area. So now we will be doing the backrest. And then I'm going to turn it around so that I can do this side as well. Now the legs. Oh, I'll put some screws on it to attach it on the floor. Like so. And then we can start on the features of Rosa Parks. So let me start with the shoes. And then I will do her hat. Okay. And then I will do her ears. And then her face. So let's do that. So it's just like drawing her face now, but with the brush, with black paint. Okay, now we will do her glasses. Oh, it's now looking more Rosa. And then I will draw her outfit like so. Sleeves. And then I have to turn this around so I can do the outline of her hands, do the outline of the bag. Now her legs, skirt. Oh, we haven't done the buttons. Oh dear, painted on it. The collar. Let me see if we have missed anything. No, I think we've outlined everything. So this is our finished artwork, the caricature of the drawing, the cute drawing, cute art piece that we have of Rosa Parks in the bus. And again, we've used a reference that we've seen on YouTube. And this is from Spakey Toy Art. So I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen because of the colors they use, but it's spelled as SPAKY Toy Art. And this was posted on the 13th of February last year, 2019. So this was what we used as our reference. And we would like to thank them for inspiring kids to draw some such cute art pieces. And this is the one we did. And we hope that we have also inspired kids to do some cute art pieces that are socially and historically relevant. And also that they have learned lessons from these scenarios that we are actually uh, creating into art pieces. Yes. So next week we will resume painting landscapes. So that would be the next session. And we will resume using Impressionism as the style. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's session and see you next week. Bye bye.